Hello and welcome developers. In the previous video, we talked about the box model, and we had two type of box model. The first one was standard box model, which was like the width and the height was not final, and when you add the border width, the padding and the margin, it will extend the overall the width and height of the content. The other one was alternative box model. By using this property box sizing border box, we achieve the alternative box model, which was like the margin, padding and border width was not extended, and the width and height that you give is considered as final. So in this video I'm going to talk about the backgrounds and some more options in borders. So let's start, and I'm willing to move our CSS from the internal CSS to external. So I cut it from here and put it in our external CSS, which is linked to our file, so it will not affect our file here. Next, so with the background I'm going to add another class for our div box div related to the background. We can say it inside the previous class that we have inside the box. We can use the background properties here, but because to show you that we can separate, we can use different classes, so that's why I'm using extra. Let's say bg red, this is a class and it is not having any effect yet because we have not yet created this class inside our style.css. okay, so here coming to bg red, according to our concept, the background of the box should be red because we have used the bg red class, and this is a concept, it is optional, you can name it as your own. So the very first property in background is background color, background dash color, and you can put a color name, hexadecimal code or RGB code. So you can whether use the hexadecimal code, for example if 0000, I don't know, so this might be black, let's save it, this is red. Okay, and if you want you can use the name red, or other names you can use green, let's say save, or you can choose from the color picker inside the Visual Studio Code, which is present, any color you want, so it will give you the RGB code. And the background color is the property, the colon and the value. The next one is you can use a picture as a background attachment. So first we have to bring the image to our folder, then we can use it in our background. I have some pictures here to put it in the background. Let's say I'll pick this one and put it in the folder that I use for that program, which is, where is landing page. Okay, so I'll come to our folder, create a new folder called images. We can copy from here. I don't know where the folder of the images is, so I'll right click here, reveal in file explorer, and it will open. So then I'll paste it here, the image is golden dash dash dash, I know the name. Let's use the image for the background of our box, so we'll use background image, the colon, and now we should type the URL, inside the URL the address of the image. So the address, we are in the style.css file, we have to go one folder back, so I'll put a double dot and a / one folder back, then we have to go to the images folder, so I'll write the images and slash, then the image name, which is like golden dash, this one I will pick from the suggestion, but if you don't get the suggestion, so you have to write all the name with the extension. Let's save and see, we got the I think we got the image in the background, but because the image is like wide and it is big, so we did not get. Let's try another property about the backgrounds and change the background position, and let's say background position, let's say center, let's save it. Okay, Now you can see that we have the image in the background, but it was not showing because that was the corner of the image. The other one is that we can, because our box is small, so we can make the background image a bit smaller, and we can use the background size property for that and say contain. It means that compress the image and make it fit it inside the box. So let's save it. Now we can see that we have the full image in the background, but it is repeated because the ratio is not matching with our box. We can use the, instead of content, the cover. Let's save. Yeah, now our it is fully almost covered. So with that, when the image is covered, we can use the background position like center. We have the right side of image. We can use the left to use the left side of image, or we can use the top to use the top of the image, or the bottom to for the bottom of the image. So that's up to us whether we use the right side, left side, or according to our need and situation, we use one of them. And if we use the background size contain, we see some parts are repeated. So we have another property for the background repeat. No repeat the values, so it will not repeat, but instead it will show the background color which I have used here. You now know that we can use the background color as well as the background image. And sometimes you might wish to use gradient for you and instead of the image. Let me comment it. So let's say background dash image. For the gradient also we can use the background image, and now say which type of gradient we need. Let's say linear gradient. Inside it, the first one is the direction of the gradient. Let's say it is linear, and to top left, let's say, and comma, and the first color, let's say red to green. Let's save it and check what we get. Okay, to top left, this is to top left, the first color starting from bottom right to top left, and you can use multiple colors, and let's say blue, it will add it in the end. And if we come to border, let me go to the box class again, and we have used the first border 1 pixel solid red. What else we can add for the border? The one other property is border radius. It means somehow make the soft edges, like if I just give it a 10 pixel, you can see that we got rounded edges. And you can use separately, let's say border top right, this one is top left, top right, and that way you can say border top left radius, how much? 10 pixel. Let's save it, and now we only get the top left border 10 pixel radius. We can use custom for each one. Border top right radius 30 pixel. Let's save it, and we got such a shape here. And it is having a shorten as well, border top left, so you can just use border radius, and the first one is top left, sorry, which might be like 30 px, and the second value will be top right 50 pixel, the next one let's say 70 pixel, and the other one let's say 80 pixel. The accordingly we get such a shape. And one thing more which is coming out from our box is some text, extra text is coming out, and in the box model we have this overflow property, and we can say overflow hidden if the text is overflowing, so we can hide it, or if you want people to read that and see that, so we can just say overflow scroll, we get a scroll bar for that. And if you just give it auto, it will create a scroll bar for the axis where it is needed. So I'm now going to make it hidden. It is it for this video about the background color, background image, and background position, background size, and some more properties for the borders. Thank you very much.